This little dog just wants to hop on a bus, even though the bus is clearly empty. The driver still refuses to let him on. He even mocks the dog, saying he's never seen such a filthy one, even if the bus has plenty of space. He says there's no way a dog this dirty is getting on. With that, he coldly slams the door shut, leaving the dog standing there, completely stunned. But the very next day, when the driver gets on the bus, he finds that same annoying dog sitting right on a seat. Furious, he kicks the dog off immediately. He can't figure out why this dog is so obsessed with riding. What he doesn't expect is that even when he's not driving the bus, the dog stubbornly jumps onto his motorcycle anyway. The driver is completely at a loss, so he chases the dog away, hops on his bike, and rides off without looking back. Then one day, the driver sees the dog sitting in the middle of the road, staring blankly ahead. A car suddenly comes speeding toward him. Seeing the dog in danger, the driver shouts in panic, but instead of hitting him, the car circles around the dog, then stops right in front of him. The door opens smoothly, and the dog hops right in. He rides off like it's no big deal. The driver is left completely speechless. A co-worker later explains that this dog loves hitching rides to the worksite, and only chooses cars that look comfortable and nice. Curious, the driver secretly follows him to the site one night, only to discover the dog isn't welcome there at all. The workers treat bullying him like entertainment, even cruelly forcing him to eat a live chicken. The dog looks at the driver helplessly, as if begging for help. Unable to stand it, the driver steps in to stop them. The whole place falls silent, but one bald worker refuses to back down, and the two get into a fight. Just as the bald man is about to seriously hurt the driver, the dog suddenly snaps and starts barking wildly. Terrified, the bald man immediately begs for mercy. In front of everyone's shocked eyes, the dog obediently walks away with the driver. From that moment on, the driver finally accepts this dirty red dog. He starts taking Red Dog out for rides, playing with him and enjoying life together, sharing peaceful, happy days. But that peaceful life doesn't last long. Red Dog accidentally wanders into a dangerous area. A vicious guard cat immediately locks onto him. The cat lets out a threatening hiss, and Red Dog barks back in defiance, then quickly jumps onto a car roof, ready to attack. The two clash violently, but Red Dog is soon overpowered. At that moment, the cat's owner rushes out with a weapon. Red Dog tries to run, but it's already too late. The man fires a shot behind him. When the driver and the workers arrive, Red Dog is lying on the ground, badly wounded. The driver rushes him to the hospital, worried sick the entire way. Thankfully, the bullet missed anything vital, and Red Dog survives. After this close call, the driver cherishes every moment with him even more. Soon, a new romance breaks that calm. On a bus that's usually filled with only men, a woman suddenly gets on. The workers instantly get restless and rush to offer her a seat, but she sees right through them and heads straight for Red Dog's usual seat. Red Dog fiercely defends his territory, pushing her away with his head.
Hang on. Ever since he became a union member, he thinks he's got rights.
I'm not moving, so you'll just have to put up with me. Stop that. Now be a gentleman and move over. Now.
The workers burst out laughing, intimidated by her confidence. Red Dog quickly backs down, seeing how tough she is. The workers can only sit back down in disappointment. When the driver gets on the bus, he notices this woman sitting right next to his dog, and can't help but feel a spark of interest. Before long, their relationship heats up fast. The woman moves into the driver's home. Seeing Red Dog scratching at the window, staring in, the driver assumes he's just jealous, never noticing the worry in his eyes. One night, the driver takes his girlfriend into the city, telling Red Dog to stay and guard the house. He leaves and never comes back. Red Dog quietly sits by the door, staring firmly in the direction his owner left. Half a month passes, and Red Dog is still waiting in that empty spot, hoping his owner will return. But that familiar figure never shows up. The workers can't bear to watch anymore, trying to convince him to stop waiting. He's not coming back, but Red Dog doesn't move. Staring at the endless road ahead, he suddenly makes a decision. Red Dog goes to the place where his owner worked. The workers are shocked to see him. It's as if he's there just to confirm whether his owner is still around. No one can meet his hopeful gaze, and they all shake their heads. After confirming his owner isn't there, Red Dog widens his search. He travels through streets and alleys, visiting every nearby town. He even reaches an empty harbor, only to return disappointed each time. But Red Dog doesn't give up. He keeps moving forward on his journey. He runs across vast, endless deserts, all for that tiny sliver of hope. He travels from Western Australia all the way north. When he's exhausted, he hitchhikes like he used to go even farther. He even gets on planes, boards cargo ships, and crosses the Pacific Ocean. For 5 long years, he crosses half the world, traveling from Australia to Japan. It's pure belief that keeps him going. Even when the road is full of pain, he keeps moving forward, determined to find his owner. But in the end, he finds nothing. At that moment, his heart finally breaks. Then a thought hits him. Maybe his owner has already gone home. So he hitchhikes back, returning to the place where they first met. But it's still empty. The room no longer carries his owner's scent. Red Dog walks out, defeated. In that moment, he completely loses hope. Tears fill his eyes. Overwhelmed with grief, Red Dog follows a familiar scent to the woman's home. The moment she sees him, she pulls him into a tight embrace. She has no idea where he's been or what he's endured. But no matter what, Red Dog is finally home. A few days later, a parking lot manager confronts her, saying dogs aren't allowed here, and she needs to get rid of him. If he sees the dog again, he threatens to shoot him. But Red Dog isn't someone to mess with. The workers unite and confront the manager. The show of force scares him badly, and he flees in his car, forgetting to take that vicious cat with him. The cat challenges Red Dog again, seeking revenge. The ultimate showdown between cat and dog begins. They clash fiercely, locked in combat. Everything around them is destroyed. Dust fills the air as the fight rages on. In the end, the cat panics and runs, with Red Dog chasing right behind. He corners the cat up a tree. Looking at the cat, who also lost its owner, Red Dog suddenly feels compassion. Sensing that kindness, the cat slowly climbs down. The cat and the dog quietly stare at each other. Maybe they see their own loneliness reflected in one another. Their hatred fades away. Two animals who lost their owners sit together, becoming friends. After driving off the cruel manager, Red Dog becomes the town's hero. They award him a medal and name him best citizen of the town. But not long after, Red Dog is targeted in revenge. Someone poisons him, and he lies motionless for a long time. His breathing grows weaker. When he briefly regains consciousness, he knows his time is running out. Not wanting anyone to grieve, he decides to leave quietly. Red Dog takes one last look at his friend, then walks alone onto the silent railway tracks. His steps are no longer as strong as they once were. The light in his eyes has faded, yet that unfinished mission in his heart pushes him to do one last thing. When the workers finally find him again, Red Dog has reached his owner's grave. He closes his eyes peacefully, leaving everyone heartbroken. The cat comes to say goodbye. A worker gently covers him with a jacket for a final farewell. In truth, Red Dog always knew his owner had passed away, but deep down, he still believed in a miracle. That's why he never stopped searching, refusing to surrender to death. And in his final moments, Red Dog finally lets go. He comes back to his owner, reuniting in a different way. Friends, this isn't just a story. It really happened in Australia, in the vast Pilbara region. There still stands a statue of a dog today, honoring the legend known as Red Dog. What Red Dog was searching for was never just an owner. Through a lifetime of running and waiting, he showed us what home truly means, and what it means to never give up. When he finally rests beside his owner, that's not the end of the story. He became the spirit of that town, that community, a spirit that will live forever. He went home, and he made us believe that some love can cross oceans and mountains, and even transcend life and death. If this story moved you, please leave a like and show your support. No narration can ever replace the original film. I'm Jorge Mon, and I'll see you in the next story.